Oi! So I'm out and about today. Woke up this morning and we thought we'd go to Shorncliffe, so we're just chilling out at the beach, having a little bit of a swim. I've been pretty busy, haven't watched many, if any, horrors lately, so I haven't got a whole lot to tell you, even though I've been away for like 2 weeks. Sorry guys. I've just been super busy, and I get home and I've watched like half of a whole bunch of movies, but I just haven't made it through it. I fall asleep halfway through, so you know, I'll find some time coming up, and Halloween's coming up on Friday, so not that Halloween is a tradition here particularly. It's not an Aussie tradition, that's for sure. Although over the years there's been more and more you know, paraphernalia in the shops and that sort of thing. I don't really understand that. Not in Australia, man. It's a cool tradition, that's for sure, but it's not ours. I think it's cool if Aussies have like a Halloween party just for the hell of it. There's nothing wrong with having a party, that's for sure. Any occasion, you know, any excuse will do for a party. Or, you know, if you're sitting at home watching a bunch of horror movies on Halloween, that's cool. I think that's awesome. But Aussie kids going out and trick-or-treating and that sort of thing, that's crazy, man. It's not our thing, it's not our tradition. That's just my opinion anyway. I think it should, Aussies should tone down with that sort of thing, because over the years, when I was a kid, there was no way, no one even thought of doing that stuff, because it just wasn't our thing. But over the years, it's all crept into the shops, and you get the odd kid here and there knocking on your door. Luckily, we've got a dog, so that scares them all off, but you know, albeit a little dog. But yeah, so this Halloween, I'll be watching, I usually watch some classics. I nearly always watch Halloween, the original, but this year I think I'll watch Halloween 3. It's my favourite, beside the first one. Halloween 3 is just freaking awesome. I love that movie. And so I thought I'd keep with the theme and then watch probably Leatherface, Halloween 3, Leatherface, and maybe, if I can make it that far, watch Return of the Living Dead 3, because that's one of my favourites out of that series too. So, yeah, that'd be my Halloween. Like I said, I haven't watched many horror movies. I've probably got through maybe 2 or 3 full horror movies in the last 2 weeks since I've been away from you guys on YouTube, that is. So when I get home, I'll probably just pull them out and show you what I've seen, just talk you through them. Other than that, you know, it's pretty chilled here, pretty nice day. You got the land there, and there's some other jetty over there as well. I don't come here much. I rarely come out to Shorncliffe, but what the hell, it's time to start going out and swimming again, so chill out here. So yeah, that's it, man. There's horror wise, very little's been going on for me, which is pretty disappointing, but I'll get back into it. I have been ordering a bunch of Troma again, more than since the last time I've seen you. So anyway guys, I'm gonna have a swim now, and I'll see you back at home, and I'll let you see what I've watched in the last couple of weeks. See you at home, guys. Hey, so I'm back home, and I thought I'd go through some of the vids I've watched lately. So I watched Rika, and I'd seen that years ago when it first came out, and I just thought they were pretty cool movies. It's a good concept, you know, a little bit amateurish at times with the acting and bits and pieces, but all in all, pretty good story, pretty good concept. You know, it almost hits the mark. It's pretty close. It's worth a watch, and the sequel, I don't think the sequel was as good, but I did buy that as well. And then Combat Shock, a Troma one from a while back, 25 years I think this is. It's pretty good. I guess it's like what it says, a little bit like Taxi Driver. Got some Eraserhead type elements in it. It's Troma, so it's low budget. It's like a low budget version of those a little bit. It's kind of, in a way, kind of boring, but it's the kind of movie it is. It's a lot of lead up to a shocking conclusion, and all the way through it, it's, you know, it's all pretty depressing. Him wandering the streets and all the people there who, you know, there's not much money where he lives. He's come back from the war, and everyone's fairly destitute and desperate and all that sort of thing. It's a pretty depressing film. It's amateurish, but it's not bad. It's worth a watch. But there's better movies, obviously, that do the same sort of thing. And I watched Black Swan. This is the first time I've ever seen it. Great movie. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it out there. Big Hollywood sort of one, I guess. But it was I enjoyed it. And then a bit more Troma. I watched Beware, Children at Play. And once again, it's Troma. You know what you're in for. None of this is high quality, but it is pretty shocking because there's a lot of kids killing people, which is, even though it's amateurish and the gore is cool, and but it's kind of dodgy at the same time. Because it's kids, it just makes it a hell of a lot worse. It's like, whoa. There's some. It's worth a watch, that's for sure. I had fun with it. And then, so that's all I've watched. And like I said, I've watched a bunch halfway through and just never finished them. I got to pick up my game. But here's a few that I've picked up of late that I haven't got to watching yet. Nympha. And I got this, I think this is the same guy that wrote The Wrath of the Crows, it is. And Deranged Duncan, he pointed out Nympha to me. I think he digs that. And he also got this signed at one stage, Delta Delta Die. Haven't watched that, but once again, it's got Tiffany Shepard's the same as Nympha in Wrath of the Crows. She's pretty cool. This is just a dodgy old 10-pack of horrors, with a whole bunch of different movies in it. I'm sure there might be one or two things that are kind of cool in it. It was cheap, a few dollars. Choose, probably be alright. It was pretty cheap. And then this one, Julia X. Must be. It kind of looks. The cover feels like it might be a horror comedy. I don't know anything about it, but it'll be alright, I guess. So that's it, guys. It was a beautiful day, so I had that nice swim. It was awesome, just chilling out in the water. And I'll probably go upstairs now and have a sleep. There's no way if I put one of these movies on, I'll probably fall asleep. But yeah, I'll get back to it. And like I said, Halloween's coming up, so I'll watch a few of those movies I said I'd watch, and you know, keep the kids at bay, let the dog, you know, tie him out the front, whatever. But yeah, you know, do what you want to do. But yeah, alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. See ya.